All right, let's learn about string class in C++. Before we try to understand what strings class is, we have to understand C star strings. So C star strings have a fixed length of array of characters, and it has to end with null character, and doesn't have any operations, string operations for concatenation, comparisons. Although C have built-in library functions, those functions are not really organized. They can be used in many different data, and sometimes people use it wrongfully. And in C++, however, the methods that related to the strings will be belong to a string class only, right? So it's just much more organized, and it's just much more compact. So the strings class come from standard template library in C++, and we have to include the blueprint of the string class on our header, right? And yeah, so the standard template library have a bunch of useful collections, and these are built by the community, right? And our standard template strings, we have to use the stamp, which is std, but it's really annoying when you have to stamp everywhere, right? If you're trying to use the string class, right? So which is why we have to use using this right here. We have to include this on the top and using std string, so that we basically uh, telling the compiler, hey, we you don't need to stamp everywhere. We're just gonna mention that we're going to use this class, right, from standard template library. And after that, we have features like concatenations operator, compare strings using a dictionary order, and we have the input and output operator. So there you go. And for the C, array of characters. For C++, it will be string class. And in C, like we mentioned, library functions, and C++, we have member functions, right? And in C, we have to manually build all these member functions that C++ have, and it's very resource consuming and difficult to implement. In C++ is already built by the community and smart people, so it is a lot easier to use. In our strings class right here, this is how we're going to use. Like we said, we mentioned, we have to include the blueprint, and we have to mention that we're going to use the uh, standard template, and so we don't have to stamp everywhere like right here, right? In this case, we instantiate the object s, and we initialize with the word or the sentence to be, right? And down right here for the t object, we concatenate not an s variable. Their value will be concatenated, and it will turn out to be not to be. For the u variable or u object, we have the value to be or not to be, because s value is from right here. So we can compare two strings as well. If s is greater than t lexicographically, then we will print out the u value, right? And it will turn out to be or not to be. In our C++ strings class, we can append strings, right? Append operator, and we can index like arrays, and we can extract the size of the strings, and we can convert C++ string into C star string using this method, right? And let's look at the examples right here. So the S will have the John, the first name, and we can extract the size, and we retrieve the characters and the so 0, 1, 2, 3, so it will be the fourth characters, right? So we assigned it to this variable right here, C, and yes, we append, right, John and Smith right here using the S value, the S object, and we extract the C star string from the S variable, and we assign it to the P, the pointer P. So, like we mentioned, the C++ standard template has a lot of operations, right? Like extracting, searching, and replacing. Not specifically related to strings, but they have a lot of operations that we can use it on strings. So the C star string and C++ string, so we trying to convert from C star string to C++, right? So let's implicitly initialize and declare our C star using the array char, and after that we can uh, instantiate the string class or string object right here, and we copy use it like normal assign equal assign operator right here. So basically it's just kind of like, hey, copy this C star string to the C++ string, and that allowed us to modify the specific index positions in our C++ string class data. So it will end up with a different letter right here. So it doesn't harm or do anything to the C star string. So which is why C++ string class is more superior to the C star. Down right here we have a C++ style to C. So we convert it to C from C++, and we assign it to the C star. But when we convert it, it converted to the constant char pointer. So we cannot modify or do anything to our C star string, the one that we just convert. In our C++ style string to C, the second one, if we want to modify after conversions, we have to allocate separate memory for the C star, and then copy it using the C built-in library functions, uh, string copy, and then once we convert from the C++ string to C, we copy it into our C star variable. So after that, we can modify on the specific index positions for the C star string. And after that, since we allocate it up here for the C star, we have to delete it down here because we no longer need it, right? So this is the end of the main. And that's it. That's for C star string and C++ string.